Hi, this is the bass-specific video for the Frere Jacques lesson, number 88 in the Essential Elements book. If you haven't watched the main lesson yet, where I'm playing the violin, look in the video description and follow the link back to that lesson. There's some things I go over in that lesson that are very important that I am not going to go over in the bass lesson. This is going to be just the things specific to the bass. I do an explanation of a round, I do a performance of the round, and there is a play-along section at the end of that video where you can play along with the round. I'll be playing on a violin, but violin and bass makes a great duet just the same. So I'm just going to go ahead and play through it one time on the bass. I'm not going to do the repeat, and then we're going to talk about some bass-specific things with Frere Jacques. All right, so a couple of bass-specific things I'm going to talk about now. The first thing is that you've got to understand, make sure you know that Frere Jacques is a D-scale song. So before you play it, make sure that you are warming up with your D scale. And you always want to include the arpeggio as part of your D scale. You notice I like to use the arpeggio fingering here with the first finger on F sharp, but you can do it here as well. The shifting is a little bit harder, which is why I prefer this fingering for a D arpeggio. Excuse me. All right, so on the bass, you don't have to deal with the fourth finger issues that the violins, violas, and cellos are dealing with, right? So you do this all in first position. It doesn't require any shifting. So that's not much of a problem for bass. Where bass players really have trouble on Frere Jacques is dealing with this fast section. That's where bass players have trouble. And here is the trick for getting the fast notes right. Where is my pinky? You've got to pay attention to what your pinky is doing to get that right. So for example, this is what a lot of kids will do. And look at where my pinky is, and I've got to cross over to play that F sharp, and am I going to be able to get there? No way. I've got to make sure that my F sharp finger is ready when it's time to cross over to the D string. So when you practice this, you probably have to practice it like this. See, my pinky's all out of place. I'm going to put it back in place. And then continue. Pause, fix my pinky. Continue. It's better, but I still have to fix it. Eventually, you should get to where your pinky finger is just lifting a little bit and is ready to cross over before you need it. Look at that. My pinky is ready to go on that F sharp. Now I'm ready to take that pause out. And all of a sudden, playing those fast notes become very easy. Again, if you haven't looked at the entire main lesson where I'm playing the violin, you're going to want to go back to that. And at the end of that, again, there is a play-along where you can do a duet together with me playing Frere Jacques on the violin part. So hope this was helpful. Keep practicing.